Hi everybody. Happy February. Happy eclipse too. That's really exciting. So in case you haven't heard, I am coming to LA and Oakland in April. If you want more information on that, go to the link below, thespiritualsiren.com/events. I will be dropping the tickets and all the details for in-person readings and the events on February 1st. If you fill out that form on the events page, you will get early access to tickets, okay? I will not be doing the love readings for paid subscription. One, because no one said anything about it. And two, basically, if y'all are okay with not getting them every month, then I don't mind putting them out there for the free $99. Also, from now, when you're seeing this video, till Valentine's Day, the end of Valentine's Day, February 14th, if you donate any amount of money to my channel, which the link is below and it's on the homepage of my website. If you donate anything, $1 and upwards, I will pull an oracle card for you from the Abraham Hicks deck. Okay, I will send it to the email in your PayPal. Okay, unless you put a different one in the notes. That card does not come with a description because they have the description on them. Okay. But that's a thank you from me to you for all of you that have subscribed to my channel and support me, and it'll help the events that I'm doing out in LA and Oakland, and to start getting ready for me to do more events because I have more cooking. All right, as always, to be updated with me on the regular, on like the everyday basis, follow me on Instagram and Twitter _spiritual_siren, and I started to share my plant-based food on Instagram and Twitter. So if you're interested in that, that's definitely where to start, though it will come to YouTube at some point. But anyways, love you guys. Peace. Damn, Leo, you had so much to say before I could even pray over your cards. What is good? Wow. Okay. So technically the last bottom of the deck card was this one over here, but we do have the Tower, and I split the deck, and we also have the Knight of Swords. So the things that are going to be changing during eclipse season, Leo, during February, they're going to be happening fast. Cancer also received the Tower card in their heart space, and we do have the King of Cups here. So if you have Cancer energy as well, I would say there is a crossover there. Now, it's really important that you're checking your emails, that you're checking your texts, that you're checking your voicemails. Like, I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of correspondence, Leo, that could be changing your life. Again, I don't see this as a negative thing at all. I just think that you need to be mindful because things are going to be changing fast, and I think you're going to have to act fast as well. First out, we had the Emperor with the Seven of Pentacles. Now, I think you've been waiting to really, oh my God, that old Drake song, Man of the Year, just started playing in my head. So for the gentlemen that are watching this, I definitely feel like you've been waiting to take your throne, if you will. You've been waiting to really upgrade your lifestyle and upgrade yourself and really become, as us young kids would say, a daddy, a zaddy, you know, like really taking, really taking your life and yourself to the next level. With the Seven of Pentacles here, you don't need to worry about when it's going to happen. You're already in the process, okay? As far as it goes for the ladies, that's still the same energy. It's just, you know, obviously you're not going to call yourself that. You've been waiting to really, I want to say, level up your life and get things really secure and really solid, because the Emperor is also a leader. He's kind of like the more advanced version of the King of Wands. So you're not only, you know, moving through your life in a very direct manner, in a very like bold, courageous manner. You're understanding that it can't always be fun and games. And if you really want to have like the best kind of fun and games, like there's a time for work and there's a time for play. So I see this as you've been waiting to reap the benefits of all the hard work that you've been doing. And it's about to pay off real soon, because we do have the Ace of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles here in the center. So For those of you that have been wanting to really launch a new avenue of income, or to just be more financially independent, and more independent in general, okay? I see that happening for you very easily, okay? So whatever you've been waiting to potentially pay off or to handle or for opportunities to come in, it's not going to be long now, okay? Definitely by the time that your birthday rolls around, like, you're going to be in a whole different position, okay? Because eclipses run in 6-month cycles, and this is happening in your sign, Leo. This eclipse is happening at 11 degrees, okay? So just be ready for your world to get rocked, honestly. I mean, we had one there in August, but, you know, we have eclipses for about 2.5 years in the same sign, so you're getting a new offer that's really gonna resonate with you on a heart and soul level. This also could be coming from a woman who's very independent, whether you're a man or a woman. If you're a man, this could be a very independent woman that is coming in and offering you love, and offering you like friendship. Even if it's romantic, I feel like friendship is the basis. For the women, I see this as you, even if an offer is coming in, it's an offer that doesn't undermine you. Like, it's not a codependent type of situation. You're going into some new phase where you're well aware of your worth, and you're just letting love like flow over into your life. And you understand that the more you stand true in your value, the more love continues to move and flow into your existence. Lastly, here with the Four of Wands and the King of Cups, for some of you, I see this as you finally learning to, well, not that you're not in touch with your emotions, Leo, but, you know, the King of Cups here, I feel like, is an aspect of you for some of you. It's kind of like you've reached this level of emotional maturity where you finally feel secure within yourself. Potentially some of you are, you know, taking the next step in your life, especially with the Emperor here, whether it be renting a new home, buying a new home, taking steps to move in with somebody, taking steps to go from single to dating again. Like, there's this is a transitionary point. Okay, this is setting the stage, I feel, again, for the next 6 months in a big way. And you're also, this is everybody because it's eclipse season, but we're also getting like the next dose of whatever we set into motion August of last year. So know that you have gone through a lot of personal growth, Leo. Okay? And you are more tapped into your masculine energy, but you are very soft at the same time. So keep riding with that, because I definitely see this King of Cups as you being very self-aware and logical, but also very in tune with your emotions and knowing that you finally have found the safe place. You know, this feels like a safe place. Even if it is a physical location, I feel like you're at a good place emotionally and you're at a good place spiritually, where you just feel really secure within your body and your being and your lifestyle, and all those worries that you used to have about, like, well, what's going to happen next? Where am I going to go next? Aren't really there anymore. I just cut the deck and I got the Hermit. So if you are alone, I don't know if you're going to be alone for long. Yeah, because look at, I cut the deck again, and we have the Ten of Swords with the Queen of Cups. So all that introspection and lack of dating potentially that you've been doing, Leo, is going to end soon. And potentially a Queen of Cups, either water sign or a highly intuitive woman, could be coming into your life. But don't stress. All things happen in due time, okay? All right, Leo. So we have a very interesting spread here, okay? Overall, it's extremely positive. This is really this is really just a matter of you detaching from expectation. I think you have some plans that you've been plotting on for a long time coming, right? And of course, when we have plans for ourselves and we have visions and ideals of how we want to live our life and how we picture our life 10 years from now, 20 years from now, what we want for our career, no matter where we're at and how old we were or what we experienced when we went through those dreams or formulated those plans, we can't help but get specific at some point. At some point or another, we start to really attach to how things are going to manifest. And that's really your only block that you're experiencing here this month. You're being shown where your vision, right, meets God's vision. And I feel like that was somebody's, what sign was your plan meets God's plan? I don't think it was y'all last month, but that was a January video or some month. That was a plan. That was a video title. Overall, there's a lot of change underway. I think that you're having a change of heart. Not about what you want for yourself overall, but how it's going to happen. Okay, and I think people underestimate how much Leo cares because they just seem like they're always like so worried about themselves. But I know that's not the case. Y'all are very kind-hearted. You just want things to be nice in a certain type of way, and you don't mind putting in the work, but you don't want to struggle, and you want things to be just so. You know what I mean? And Spirit is really showing you this month where you're still holding on to a very, very specific outcome and how that is potentially blocking the life of your dreams, like dead ass, like the life of your dreams, okay? Overall energy this month is the 10 of Wands. So, pretty sure I told us to Cancer. Struggle is an option. It is truly an option to struggle. We always have the opportunity to lay down burdens. So really ask yourself, are all these ideas or all these potentials or all these people or all these worries or all these plans too heavy to carry forward? Are they slowing you down? Is your projected expectations on where you're headed and how you are going to specifically arrive there, is it making your load a lot heavier than originally anticipated or that it needs to be? Like, you're not going to be faulted for taking the easier way out because the path to self-actualization and the path to your dreams, not that there isn't some heavy lifting along the way, but in general, Spirit wants you to live a life of ease. Spirit wants you to take the path of ease and grace. So if you're busting your hump all day, every day, and you're not seeing, you've had to extend your 5-year plan to a 7-year plan and you're not seeing the results that you want, I suggest you step back and really look at what it is that you're pushing for. Okay? And what don't you have right now that is worth struggling for? Okay, and I'm sure you're going to find the answer to that. You're like, well, I want XYZ. And I'll say, okay, now, but what do you have in front of you right now? And how can you praise that? And how can you use, it's like, all right, you're building a house, right? And this is back in the day when we don't have cars. You go to the lumber yard and instead of bringing someone with you to help you, or instead of making multiple trips, or just only grabbing the wood that you could actually physically build the house with today, you grab enough for a week. And in grabbing enough wood for a week, you end up taking 3 times as long to walk home, and your body is so deteriorated that you throw out your back or you pull a muscle and you can't even build the house for a week, and then it rains and the wood starts to rot. Okay? Think about it like that. Think about it like that. There's an upside to thinking really far ahead, and then there's a downside. So there's a need to not minimize your dreams, but scale back what you're trying to achieve. Like in the broader picture, like instead of always looking at it in the broad picture, to fine tune the lens a little bit and look at the wins that you can count today. Okay? Because I feel like you have moves to make, or moves that you can easily make. But your plate is already so full and you're not willing to push anything off of it, and you're too tired to eat. And then you're getting new ideas and new opportunities that you really fuck with or you really like. And you're like, well, I already got this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Like, you need to pick what resonates with your heart the strongest and put your energy towards that right now, okay? What Spirit is asking you to release? We have the Queen of Wands with the rune Wealth, and we have the 3 of Wands. So this is exactly what I was just talking about. So the Queen of Wands obviously is you. And this pursuit, this relentless pursuit to create a life that you have always wanted, right? Especially as it relates to being creative and dwelling in endeavors that allow you to be a completely free, untethered spirit. But you still have some type of attachment to physical money that is blocking you from stepping into your full power. Now, I also think, though it's extremely admirable, the amount of energy and strength that you have, Leo, I almost see it as you burning your energy towards money, meaning like you're focusing your energy strictly on how can I turn this into dollars? How can I turn my energy into dollars? How can I turn my ideas into dollars and et cetera, instead of just doing what you love and care about and having the faith that that will turn into money. And knowing that as soon as you accept, like, you know what, I'm going to follow my heart because that's where it's leading me, because Leo does rule the heart. The sun rules the heart. So if you're standing in your truth, the money will follow. Okay? Because with the Three of Wands here is what you need to be releasing. It's like you already are out the gate on this idea. And I feel like you have more than one foot in this job or this situation that you're doing strictly for money. This is a situation that we're talking about that's strictly for money. But Spirit is saying that you're going to end up gaining wealth in a different avenue. Yeah, and we have the Four of Cups twice here. Okay? There's something that you've been turning down because of money. Potentially it might be even friends or dating or having having a life outside of work. Yeah, and then we have the Three of Crystals. Like, you've been getting these opportunities to build and to do things with other people and to do things that you enjoy a lot more than just making money. And you've been turning them down because you're like, oh, well, I have to keep grinding. I have to keep doing my thing. And Spirit is saying, like, I am offering you all this awesome stuff that resonates with you so strongly, but you just don't want to stop chasing the coin. And this is interesting because Gemini's reading was a lot about money too. And yours isn't so much about money, but about where you expend most of your energy. Okay, because we only have so much. You may have more than other zodiac signs, but we only got so much, Leo. So make sure your life is balanced. Make sure you're giving your heart, your mind, your spirit, your soul, everything that it needs. Because, yes, we live on earth and we need money and money is important. However, when you believe that money will flow to you through authentic expression, you don't have to go out hustling all the time. And I say hustling in a loose way, like literally, like we don't all have to just, sell our soul, if you will, for the dollar. The door that's now open for you that was once closed, we have the Nine of Swords, clarified by the Ace of Wands with the rune Strength. So like I said, you already have these 10 wands that you're carrying, and you're getting another one, or you're getting more ideas, and there's more things that you want to do, and you're just like, oh my God, where am I going to find the time? Where am I going to find the time? And with the Strength rune here, this may be related to physical strength, okay, if you work in fitness or, that's part of your goals, as well as this idea I think is coming through really strong, and it strongly resonates with you. And overall, you do have the physical strength, the emotional strength to take on this project, but it is going to require you to have some discernment about either cutting back hours at work or, just there just needs to be an adjustment in your schedule about how you spend your time. But don't contemplate the idea, Leo. Contemplate your schedule. Contemplate the way that you spend time. How much, if your time is money, then why doesn't things that you love conquer things that are just selling your time for $1 or whatever it is? And I'm not trying to be preachy about money because I know money is a very sensitive subject. However, that's really coming through strongly. And there's this need to just follow your passion, follow your passion. Like, and I think for most of you that are watching, money is not an issue really. You know, it's more just like, well, that's what we're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Type of deal. So don't stress yourself out because that's available. Like, you're going to be getting a lot of ideas that you're going to want to continue to act on. For some of you as well, I feel like this is wanting to spice up your love life again. Like whether, well, either you don't have one because you're single or whatever and you're wanting to like incorporate it back into your life. Again, you don't know where you're going to find the time, or it's just been stressful trying to date and find somebody. Or, you know, things have died off at home and you're trying to spice things up and you're just really not sure how you're going to do that. I keep getting the 4 of Cups. Then I got the 6 of Crystals. So there needs to be a rebalancing of power. There needs to be a redistribution of how you spend your time. Again, because where attention goes, energy flows. So there's a need to just reevaluate where you're spending your emotional currency, where you're spending your spiritual currency, where you're spending your physical currency, like actual money, and then where you're spending physical currency, meaning where you're giving your time away. Okay. Your current energy as it relates to all this. In your head, we have the moon with the rune fertility. In your heart, the 10 of Cups. In your foundation, we have the star. Leo, you're entering a phase where, not that you're very closed off or anything like that, but vulnerability is key. Having faith in your dreams is key. It's a major key. Because we need to reharmonize. Again, like I've been saying, you need to reharmonize where you expend yourself. And there needs to be a deep faith in not only yourself, but source. Okay? You really need to believe that you're being divinely guided by this star. That your dreams are only as far away as you push them out to be. You know what I mean? Dreams, we live in a world where co-creation is possible, meaning Spirit sends us insights, Spirit sends us indications, potentially signs, synchronicities, opportunities, feelings, and it's our job to act on them. Okay? So there is a need to put your ego aside, put your pride aside. And not that I feel like you're being very like super prideful and acting from the ego. That's not the case. But you just need to give a little bit more. Because with the moon in your head, infertility, I think your mind is just going to lead you astray this month. Like, don't try to figure things out logically. Don't try to do the math. Don't try to, run the numbers. Like, you need to feel. We have the 10 of Cups in your heart space. If you are not married or not involved in a serious relationship or anything like that, I think that you're putting a priority on relationships and like the perfect life, you know what I mean, in a way that you have not before. And I think that's why Spirit is saying back off this very, very specific vision you had for your future. Because when you get back in touch with how you feel, not that you're going to have a completely shifted change of heart. Like, I don't think that your plans are going to end up way different than what you originally wanted to. But there's a new fixation, if you will, a new realization of how much you care and how much life is to be enjoyed now. There's no need to ever put off enjoyment. There's never any need to ever put off fun or love or passion or compassion or empathy. It needs to be felt and experienced right now because now is all we have. So if you're getting a lot of dreams this month, which are common with the eclipse, if you're getting a lot of dreams, you need to pay attention to those. You need to write them down. It's also important that you communicate your dreams this month, especially to people that you respect and admire, because Spirit is calling you to really strip down to the essentials. And really all that's essential is your heart, yourself, and your faith. Do you believe that you would be called to walk the path that you're walking or that you've always wanted to walk, and Spirit would just never support you? Because being of service, yes, it takes work. Like, I'm a person I consider of service. Yes, dwelling in your passion takes work, but it doesn't feel like this. Any job I've had, was way more work, like way more laborsome. I'll say it like that. Way more laborsome than what I do now. And I run more than one business. And I do everything myself. I don't have an assistant. You know, think about it like that. So it's not like you don't need to show yourself or prove to yourself or others how much physical labor you can do. You need to, it's just about rerouting the energy because you have it all, but you're expending more in places that don't really matter. They don't matter to the end goal. They're just temporary. You're feeding too many temporary flames. And that's going to bring about a little bit of confusion this month because I think you're all of a sudden going to have this change of heart and you're going to be like, wow, like, yeah, Ace of Swords. You're going to be like, wow, Chariot, I really want to move forward with my life. I really want to prioritize my emotions. I really want to just love and be loved. And I can't continue to live this kind of isolated, workaholic-esque type of life. I need to start to recalibrate and refocus where I'm expending my emotional energy. Spirit's advice for you is the 8 of Wands, clarified by the 4 of Cups with the rune protection. So we have homie over here. We had pulled the 4 of Cups and clarifiers. We have homie over here rejecting this cup. We had the Ace of Cups in the beginning with the 9 of Pentacles, okay? Spirit would not offer you something that resonated with you if it didn't resonate with you. Now, that's a little bit two-folded because sometimes we get signs and synchronicities that don't indicate something we need. They just indicate something that we're thinking about. But this is different, okay? Because with the 8 of Wands here, I told you in the beginning that you're going to need to check your emails, your text messages, a lot of communication, and a movement, okay? I feel you're going to be moving around this month. Things are going to be shifting fast. And you don't have time to attempt to protect yourself from new things. I'm not saying like take on some huge, big, new life adventure, like sign a contract or anything like that during eclipse season, but there's a stagnancy that you're using to protect yourself because you're afraid of what it would be like to emotionally invest further. Yeah. And we have the High Priestess. Ooh, and the 9 of Crystals again. So this could definitely, whether you're if you're a man, this definitely could be love related with either a highly independent woman or a psychic woman. You know, definitely someone that you're not used to. I don't feel like this is your type. And you're like, whoa, like I don't know if I'm ready for all that new. For others of you, this is a new, for the women watching this is a new type of energy that you're stepping into. 9 of Crystals, High Priestess. This, when you really tap into your intuitive truth, to your divine truth, in the divine truth of the universe, it comes with a new level of responsibility, 9 of Crystals, a new level of self-actualization and ability. So sometimes we don't want all that responsibility. You know, knowing a lot about the universe, you know, knowing a lot about divine truth does come with a level of responsibility that can be a buzzkill sometimes. And with the 3 of Cups sitting here and that's where the person is staring, there's sometimes the need to just want things to stay the same because that's where you're comfortable. Okay, so please do not block your blessings this month, Leo. Please don't, because life is changing. Okay, and especially if you have other personal planets in Leo, like I personally have Venus that's going to get hit by this eclipse. It's at 11 degrees, so anything on 5 degrees either way, in my opinion, is getting activated. So, you know, really keep in mind that things are lighting up and shifting. And you kind of can't undo eclipses. You know what I mean? They just rock your world and that's it. And life has changed forever. So, how magical. The most likely outcome as we walk into March, we have the Devil with the rune Prosperity and the Queen of Pentacles. So, I had talked about an earth sign in the beginning. If you are, you know, if you are involved with an earth sign, if you have earth in your chart, this definitely could be you're afraid to you know, dabble with her or with him, getting involved with another person. You could be a little bit afraid. Also, again, I really think a lot of you are being controlled by money. With prosperity being with the Devil and the Queen of Pentacles here, there's a fear that you're not going to be prosperous enough on your own without this outside influence. Okay, it's like, well, I need to sell my time, or I need to punch the clock, or I need to find another job because I'm afraid that I'm not going to make enough money on my own. I'm afraid that I'm not capable enough on my own, because the Queen of Pentacles is highly capable. She's highly abundant. She can manifest whatever she needs because she knows that she's the master of the earth realm. Okay? So the Devil is fear. The Devil is control mechanisms. So you need to ask yourself, how is fear still controlling the way that you gain wealth? And how is fear controlling the way that you look at money versus look at your ability to create money? Okay, so it's less about you going out and seeking money and more about you tapping into the way that you can create it for yourself and trust that it will come to you. All right? All right, Leo, let's get you an affirmation. That was fast. Another sign got this. I don't know who it was. I am a radiant being enjoying life to the fullest. My life gets more fabulous every day. I look forward to what each new hour brings. I think it was Aquarius. And we do have the star here. So if you have an Aquarius, if you have a prominent Aquarius position, I would definitely say this resonates with you even stronger. But listen, Leo, I love y'all so very much. You are the greatest. You are the king and the queen of the zodiac for a reason. So let yourself shine. Okay? Let yourself shine. And enjoy this eclipse. Love y'all. Be back soon. Peace.